Hello, soccer fans. Welcome to Around the MLS show with Sam here on ASM Sports TV, Match Day 17 edition, as we take you on a jolly ride around the world of the Major League Soccer. Chris, midweek matches we have in the MLS Match Day 17. After Match Day 16, which I think recorded less than 40 goals. I think 39 goals was recorded on Match Day 16. Dynamo lost to LA Galaxy. I remember us speaking to Benos after that game. He sounded a little bit disappointed, looking at, I think, the work he thought that Dynamo players put into that, but losing concentration and taking their feet off the gas pedal have caused them on that game. Now they have Colorado Rapids coming here in Houston. Colorado Rapids, Dynamo took 3 points from them, March 23 in Colorado. Let me hear your perspective as this match unfolds tomorrow.
Well, it's going to be a very interesting game, very competitive. You just said Dynamo took 3 points away from them at home, so definitely they want to come back. They want to revenge and get their 3 points in Dynamo soil. And also, look, the last game Colorado Rapids played, they played Minnesota. They played 3-3 goals. It shows that they know how to score goals. They're that kind of team. Dynamo narrowly lost to LA Galaxy by 2-1, even when one of Latif's goals was disallowed and all that. Dynamo, no doubt for me, have been very good as a team, as a company. They have a strong unit. But the issue with Dynamo is towards last minute of the game, they kind of lose concentration. And that what leads to them conceding goals. Not that they are having a bad season or they play badly. It's just a little tweak they need to tweak. Today I was happened to speak to Ben Austin today in the press conference.
All right, let's listen to
that's the press conference.
That pre-match conference between Chris Cartus and Ben Austin.
4 points. So going forward to tomorrow, I think the team right now, due to the injuries and everything, they have the right mentality to beat them.
I hope so. We'll find out tomorrow. But it was a good week of training. Your guys are focused. They have a nice edge to them. And now it's, I don't look too much into the week leading up. I've had weeks where it's been loose and, I was a little worried, and we've come out and had great games. And I've had games where, they were dialed in and they've come out and it hasn't been perfect or something happens. So I don't put too much stock in the week other than how we prepare and making sure they're clear on who's coming in, what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are. Then it's about execution. These guys are pros. They should be able to turn it on. And we know who we are and when we're at our best and when we're not. And so continuing to hammer that home and some of our principles of when we're at our best is, I think, the right recipe right now for our team. And with an understanding that we have a long season to go, and it's emotional to not be winning all the time. But it's also okay to turn it up and turn the screw a little bit on everyone, including the staff, to make sure we're getting these points at home, because that part has, the away form has been pretty good and it's kept us in there, and then our home form is not what we want it to be. So we'll look to fix that tomorrow.
All right, that's Chris Cartus and Ben Austin. I listened to the conversation. In his response, what are your takeaways from what he responded to?
No, from his response, you can tell that he knows an issue. It's a problem they are facing. Like he also said in the interview, it's like there's nothing, if he wish he had an answer to solve that problem. But of course they know it's a problem. So definitely they're trying to do little things. We can tweak it maybe to increase their concentration towards the last minute, because that's what happens towards the last minute. Increase the concentration and how for them to take more chances and score, because these guys create these chances. They're not just finishes. That's the problem. So that's going to be a challenge for them tomorrow against Colorado, because Colorado is a team coming as wounded lions because of how the Dynamo did them at home. But if you even check the table too, Colorado Rapids haven't had a bad season. They are 6 with 4 points ahead of Houston Dynamo. Dynamo is 8 on the league. So both sides, you can say these two teams are evenly matched. So it's just more like waiting for the finish and see more like the best side will take the end of the day at the end of the game.
More like waiting to see who will utilize their chances. Ben Austin, during the post-match after their 2-1 defeat to LA Galaxy, he stands a little bit exasperated on what was going on. But their 1-0 away win at Colorado Rapids early in the season might play a huge role here, but it's high time Houston start bearing their Chan says. So, yeah, for Colorado Rapids, Rafael Navarro is their highest scoring player this season. 9 goals for Rafael Navarro, followed up by Bassett, 5 goals. But Dynamo players, they've shared the scoring responsibility. And Ali Ibrahim seems to be the highest scoring player this season.
Yeah.
You know, Ali
Unlikely sus.
unusual suspect.
Yeah.
He's the highest scoring player. You know, fortunately he is having a great season. You know, compared to what he had last year. This should be his first full season with the team.
Yeah.
You know, compare Ali you saw when he first walking through and Ali you're seeing now. You know, how has he grown?
He's grown a lot, and also you could tell that Ben Austin has a lot of confidence in him. So he has grown with confidence because he knows the coach believes in him. So psychologically, that helps with his performance and how he performs. Even if he doesn't perform well, you could tell that Ben Austin is always backing him up, regardless of how he performs or not. So that has upped his game too, because you can tell naturally he's a shy person. You know what I mean? He doesn't want to be in the cameras.
Yeah, he's a very shy,
guy.
guy.
In the field of play, you can tell that he would have loved to express himself more. He has the ability to express himself more, but he's a little bit more cautious because he doesn't want to make mistakes. You know, so that's where I want him to improve more.
Take risks.
Yeah, if you don't take risks,
make mistakes, learn from it and grow.
That's how you learn from it. So going forward, which is it's like it's coming out from the shells gradually. Yeah. So eventually, I hope he gets there. Ali is going to be a very good player.
Yeah, you know, I wasn't mistaken when I say he is the highest scoring player. But let me tell you something: the top 3 Dynamo highest scoring players are Africans. Ali Ibrahim number 1, Amin Bassi of Morocco number 2, and Latif Blessing of Ghana number 3. Until you come your way again, ASNSportsTV.net around the MLS show. Sam and Chris here.
Bye.